Welcome to Worth the War. My name is Kimmy. The purpose of Worth the War is rethinking love and relationship and sparing hearts by helping people to avoid abuse. If you think we can do a better job with love and relationship than we're doing today, you have found the exact right channel. I hope you'll join our community by pressing the subscribe button down below and pressing the notification bell. We come out with new material every Thursday, even if it's just a short little something, so that we can get in touch with our community here. Today's topic started in one place and went to another, which it often does. The minute we start getting into research on things, I think sometimes we just find surprises, so it's going to be kind of fun today. One of the things that I love to do as a community is take questions from my other platforms so that I can bring them here and go a little bit more into depth. Maybe make things a little bit more user-friendly so people can apply them as they're teaching other people in their life or their circle about love and relationship, or they're just really reevaluating how they approach love and relationship. Watch as I dodge the cicadas. One of the things that was asked on one of my platforms was, and just so you know, we're on Twitter, we're a small little community on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and I have a website, WorththeWar.com. So you can reach me in any of those areas, and feel free to bring questions so that we can actually do a video on it, or just put some down below, because it's really fun to be able to go into the things that you as a community are interested in. The question was, what is one thing that this generation, or the younger generations, we've got some Gen Z, some millennials, some other people, some other generations younger than myself anyway, what are they doing that's good? What is something that they're doing that's good? And I just love that question. So what are some trends that we're seeing? I was a little bit quick to be able to answer that. It was the way the younger generations seem to approach their physicality, their self-love, their ability to accept themselves as they are, I believe is head and shoulders above the generation I grew up in. My generation, the 70s and 80s, was really all about everybody fitting into one kind of mold. You need to look like a supermodel, you need to have the right hair. You didn't just need to curl your hair, you need to have the right kind of curling iron to curl your hair. And I can just tell you, I don't think I ever felt like I measured up to that standard. I don't think I ever felt like I was beautiful enough, or I could certainly look like the people that I wanted to look like, and I was buying clothes and things with my hair to make myself look like. So taking that into account, I'm thrilled to see some of the developments that I see in the younger generations. I see young women who say, this is my body and I'm going to love it. They're not making excuses like, I'm going to treat my body badly and it's all going to work out. Most people realize we want to have a healthy body, we want to take care of it, we want it to last for the long run. But that doesn't mean we can't love the skin that we're in as we're working toward the goals of being healthy. So even if we're starting in a place that we're not happy with, we can embrace our bodies and love them just as we are. We think we're beautiful just as we are, in our imperfect, not social media savvy looks. Okay, so I'm so excited. That's I think something really good to share. I think we need to keep, bringing this to the younger generations and into our circles. The reminder that beauty isn't a standard set by somebody else. Like, we all have our own beautiful, and we should, and they should all be valued. And we shouldn't allow people to ever make us feel that whatever we are or we're working toward isn't good enough. It has to be good enough for us. So these things are all good and positive. But I'll tell you what I was a little bit sad to see is I'm a little bit afraid that it's more lip service than reality. And I'm going to put down below probably the most comprehensive source that I could find, which is essentially saying that the self-image and the body image of the millennials and Gen Zs is not as rosy as you might think looking at the influences that we see in social media and on media in general. We're really talking a lot about being happy with where we are and moving toward the goals that we want for ourselves, not to hit anybody else's standard. But unfortunately, it's not sinking in. I'll put that down below, but I think the takeaway for this, those of us who are parents, those of us who have friends that are going through really a reevaluation or healing from an abusive situation, we need to realize that those are the goals. Now we need to lift how we actually see ourselves to reach them. If we can talk about these things and we intrinsically know these are good goals, then the next step for us to do is to really step back and say, how do we achieve those? And my best guess is, number one, we need to be very careful and very critically think about how social media plays a role in our assessment of our own beauty, of our own value, and our own worth. Secondly, I think we really need to think about, do we have more value in the way we look than the fact that our bodies function, that they provide the vehicle through which we will live our life? Are we being realistic about what the real goal of having a strong and healthy body is? And it's really not about trying to all have the same shape or silhouette. I do believe that we have moved to the place where we realize not everybody's body is going to be stick thin, and that's beautiful, and that we should embrace that, and we should actually find the beauty in whatever shape we naturally come in, if you want to put it that way. I think those things are really important, and if social media is a driver of what makes us feel less than, then maybe, and I hate to say it because this is where I kind of have my life, is we either need to stop really engaging, or we need to critically be able to look at the messages that are sent when the words go one way, but all the pictures look another. I hope that that's useful for you. I think it's, if nothing else, it should be enlightening to understand that we as a culture understand that this is where we should be going, just not there yet. But there's always the next generation to really work on it, and we get to decide today if we're going to keep buying into that. Because I can tell you that if a healthy, beautiful life is our goal, if we're a few pounds overweight and that's stopping us from really enjoying our life, we definitely need to rethink some things. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Really would love to have you join me either here or on our other platforms, which we have listed down below. And I look forward to answering some more questions in the future if you have any. And we've got more topics up ahead, so we'll see you next Thursday. Take care and have a great rest of your day.